live from the Cactus Creek at Afriyie. He is the king of prime time, Ghana's undisputed entertainment laureate, and still the youngest old man in Ghana. Put your hands together, show some love for the indefatigable KSM.
It's the KSM Show.
Hello. Hello. Well, I'm back again. We are doing a Zoom thing again today, and today I'm hanging out with two fantastic filmmakers, man. I mean, these are the kinds of filmmakers that I don't know, anyone who is doing animation, editing, things like that. I just respect them because, Charlie, the work and the patience it entails. I could never do editing or animation in my life. But anyway, I have two wonderful animators here. We're going to be chatting with them. They are all filmmakers, they are animators, they are writers. They are doing amazing things. And by the way, they have both been selected to be representing Ghana as part of the world's biggest animation film festival held in Annecy in France. Show some love, man. Now, this is a big deal, man. It is a big deal. The whole of Ghana, they selected 5 production companies, and I'm speaking with 2 of them who are both representing Ghana at the Annecy Film Festival in France.
The KSM Show.
Folks, this year on Father's Day, so I'm inviting everybody, put it down on your notepad right now. On Father's Day, the action is at Cactus Creek, and we're featuring the great Kwampa. Do you know Kwampa? I'll be there, and it's going to be Father's Day special at Cactus Creek. So I'm expecting to see all you fathers there.
Cactus Creek. It is no longer Ghana's best kept secret. It's an open secret. So serene, so heavenly. And the meals? Just like home cooking. Cactus Creek. Your soul will thank you. Call or WhatsApp 055-039-5007.
You want an opportunity to study in the US or Canada? I'm telling you, the Apex Hub is the best place to go for your test preparation. They train you in all the tests, and for your information, they have the best test records in the whole of Africa. Amazing test records. So whether it's the GMAT, the TOEFL, the SAT, train at the Apex Hub for the best results. And the number to call them is
0244 829 955. 0244 829 955.
Louisa. Afriyie Essentials has good news for you. If you're in Takoradi and its environs, don't worry. You can pick up Afriyie Essentials jacket at Ruler Unisex Boutique in Anaji, Takoradi, Queen of Peace in Takofo Road. Call or WhatsApp 0544 548766.
Folks, take a look at this beautiful house. This is a 3-bedroom, 4-bathroom house. It's only 25 minutes drive from Kotoka International Airport and 5 minutes drive after the Oyarefa Mall. All the rooms are master bedrooms. They all have ceiling speakers, water heater, an open living room with kitchen. If you're interested in this building, call this number 024 726 0115. Call and ask to speak with Mr. Ampon if interested.
You want to train your kids in ballet dancing from age 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and up? The place to be is the Paul's Fitness Center, where they offer excellent ballet dancing training. Call this number and register them. And the number is 055 111 6669.
Paul's Fitness Center, the premier destination for fitness in Ghana. Meet the indefatigable captain.
There are 3 things that I love doing. Number 1, workout. Number 2, workout. Number 3, workout. Workout put mind, soul, and body together.
The captain has spoken.
We're getting busy. Bright lights, yeah, they make me dizzy. Logo liggy. I just want the Lizzie. It's a logo liggy. Uptown, chasing for the Lizzie. Downtown, everybody busy. Logo liggy. Life be logo liggy. I just want the
Paul's Fitness Center. East Legon Branch, Lizzie Sports Complex, Cotton Street, East Legon, Accra, Ghana, 0302 519 675. Kumasi branches, Officers Mess Branch, Denyame, Major Kobina Drive, Kumasi, 0541 871 602. Golden Tulip, Kumasi City Branch, Rain Tree Street, 0322 492 647. Paul's, the premier destination for fitness in Ghana.
Say what lie we for around town.
The KSM Show.
So let me start with the lady because the ladies first. Put your hands together. Show some love for Nashs. Nashs, welcome to the show.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm in love with your background. Is that the Brooklyn Bridge or San Francisco Bridge or some bridge in the north? I don't know.
There's a bridge in Tamale.
Show some love for Tamale Bridge, man. Okay, so we leave Tamale and we go straight to, we're here in Accra now with our own man, Jesse Mills. Show some love for Jesse Mills, man. Jesse, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Finally, we've been talking for quite a bit,
Yes.
and finally I
Yes,
get to
yeah.
be on the show.
We get to do this finally.
Yes. I'm so glad.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank you.
let me throw this question out there. And Nashs, I'm coming to you first. I just want you to tell me how it feels. Your production company is what, 9th March or March 9th? 9th March. Why 9th March anyway? We know 6th March. 9th is like a birthday.
Okay, that was the day I decided to start the company.
Oh, that's the day you said that. Okay, great. So this is March 9th or 9th March?
9th March.
9th March. Okay, cool. Now, you are now selected to be part of this great animation film festival. Were you expecting it when you were pitching or submitting your work for it?
I thought that if my application went through, I would definitely be selected because I put in work, but I submitted quite late. I was actually even at the concert when I was submitting. So I didn't know whether it would even go through or not. But I knew once it went through, I'll be selected.
You were that confident?
Yes.
What gave you the confidence that once it goes through, they're going to select your work?
They gave us a criteria, and looking at the criteria that was given and looking at the way I prepare my projects, I just knew that it was good enough to make it.
Wow. So you knew it was a winner as you were submitting it because you met the criteria?
The projects didn't match. It wasn't made to suit the criteria. It's just that when they gave the criteria, the project fell right into it.
Okay. Well, congratulations. We're talking more about it, but congratulations.
Thank you.
Now let me talk to Jesse.
Yes.
Jesse, you heard the question I asked there. What you were submitting, and what kind of confidence level were you at?
I would say based off what we saw at the premieres of the movie, I was so confident if we submit our project and whoever was in charge wants to see it, I was definitely sure they were going to love it and would want to have it as part of the...
Sorry, you said based on what you saw. What did you see?
Yes. After our premiere, we premiered the movie on the 10th of December. Yes, right. So the turn up was amazing, and based off that, we knew for a fact that if anyone else should see a project such as this, they were definitely going to fall in love with it. So I would say we were quite confident we were going to be picked. Yes.
Okay, and we're going to be talking a lot more about that. Okay, now let me ask you, any of you can answer this question. Did you go to pitch a story, or you had stories already done that you want to showcase for the event?
We already had stories that we had put together. Like I said, we had already, finished. We had just finished our film, so we just entered it into the competition basically. But then you're also able to pitch a story that is still in development, and you still, you're yet to even start production or anything of the sort. Even if it's in pre-production stage, you're able to still pitch, that story as well. So, but we pitched a project that we had already started. Yeah.
Okay. And Nash, how about you?
I had the project. I had started development on the project, but I stopped at a point. So when the call came out, I was like, okay, this would be a very good opportunity for me to hasten the development process for this project, because it seemed to be very, very, it's a feature length, so it seemed to be very, very lengthy and tedious in development. So it was, at first, it was like, I started, but I stopped. So this project, when this project came, was just a good opportunity for me to have an excuse to work on the project. And it actually did do me a lot of good, because I've been working on it ever since.
I'll stay with you for a second. Let me go back a little bit into the beginnings of your interest in animation. How did that start, and when?
My interest in animation particularly started when I wanted to choose what course to do in school. I wanted to be a filmmaker when I was in senior high school, Form 3. I mean, before that, I wanted to be an architect who writes. But when I got to final year, I did some research, and I realized that I would be wasting my time going to pursue architecture and stuff like that. I wanted to be a filmmaker. But then again, I was a visual arts student with elective maths. So how can I easily get into NAFTI? So when I looked at all the courses that was in the film school, I realized that animation would give me the opportunity to write, but still use my visual art skills. So that was why I was interested in animation in the first place.
Let me check with Mills. Mills, how far back does your animation interest go? What triggered it?
I would say right from infancy. I'd always been fascinated about animation. I'd always wanted to rush home very early just to go watch, cartoons and everything. And I was always fascinated about how they were able to make the characters, move and talk and I didn't really understand the science behind it. So it's something that really fascinated me a lot from a very early stage. I thought people that did animation were like some sort of magicians. Oh God. So, you know, till I got the opportunity to, you know, enter into school. I did visual arts, and in the university I did BA graphics, where I started exploring animation and understood what goes into animation, and you know, I found out about the tools I could use.
What was your favorite cartoon series growing up?
I had quite a number. Teenage Mutant Ninjas. There was Captain Planet. You know, there were quite a number of them. Yeah, but my all-time favorite animated film would be Lion King. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, the story and everything is quite deep for me. So.
Okay. And you have done a great animated film. Is it animated or animation film? How do you say it?
An animated film. Yes.
Animated film. Well, you have done a great one, Yasatua. That's massive.
Yes.
How long did it take you to work on that?
So I'd say about a year. We spent, say, 3 to 4 months just trying to get a very good workflow. So then when we start, because I knew this was going to be an ambitious project, so then I didn't want to start anything that would, you know, end or pause at some point. So I wanted to make sure we could see it through. So we spent like 3 to 4 months researching and getting the right workflow for the project. And then the rest of the 7 months was for the animation. We weren't sleeping. And when I say 7 months, it's not like 7 months of working 35 hours a day. It's working almost 24 hours a day. Like you sleep for some hours, wake up and, you know, go back to it, because we wanted to make sure we release it that same year. So yeah.
Okay, great. Now I just want us to take a look at the trailer for this great piece that you have done. So folks, let's just take a quick second and look at this trailer. Wow, just love me. Wow, just love. I'll come back again to you so that we can see or hear more about how the public received it. But let me go to Nashs.
Yes.
Yes, Nashs. And you have done a series of things. I know what you actually pitched or submitted was Talata.
Yes, Talata. Yes.
Yeah. And it's supposed to be a film based on the pains of growing up. Educate me a bit on the film. What is Talata about?
Talata is a story that follows the journey of a young girl as she tries to escape from a village to the city in search of a good life. Realize that the grass is not greener on the other side. So she decides to take all the knowledge she has acquired from the city and go back to the village to make the village livable for her and then the people from her community.
Fantastic. I don't want to give up the whole story. Okay. So Talata is still in development, and I want to take a look at the poster that you're marketing it with. Yeah, take a look at this. We're back. I want to stay with you for a second, because I know animation is tedious. Educate me, because I have no clue. Where does it start from? It starts from the story, then you develop the storyboard, and then what happens? Tell me a little bit about the process of getting to where you want it to be.
For me, it can either start from a picture or the idea. So basically, the concept. You get the script, you break down the script into a shooting script, which I always insist on. Then you move to storyboarding. And storyboarding, I always have like about 3 people on. From storyboarding, we move to like doing our line arts and then doing actual animating. So animating the key poses and then the in-betweens. Then when we are done with that, we color. Sometimes we don't. We have different techniques. So this one is just for like the straight post-to-post animation. But when we are doing the cutout thing, we develop the characters, then we put it to the software and begin to like animate them. But then with the one I'm talking about, after that, we move to coloring. When you color, you take it to composition. But then during the animation, I'll have my background already in the making. So when we get to composition, the person compositing the images will just do the background and then the animation, and then we add sound and we are good to go.
Wow. Mills was just telling me it was like working practically 24 hours a day to get it right.
Yeah.
Is it the same? Yeah.
Yeah, so to put this, what Mill said in context, and the reason why I had always been putting off Talata's development. From January, since I started working on Talata, I have not been able to work on any other project. So literally has taken all my time, and I'm still in development. It's been almost 5 still in development.
Wow. Jesse.
Yes, sir.
Why yasatua? What was the motivation? What had you done before yasatua? Yasatua was the first project?
Just like Nashs was saying, usually we will do a lot of company commercials because that's what's bringing in, the funds for us to be running our studios and tiny, very short, animated videos. But we as individual studios, we've come to the realization that for Ghanaians to take us serious as a proper industry, like an animation industry, would have to be able to be doing projects such as what we did, and to be able to take it to cinemas or to do screenings for Ghanaians to have the opportunity to see it. So that played a big role, and also the need, or we felt the need for us to tell our own stories or our African stories, because if we weren't telling them, the white men are coming to do that for us. They've already started mining African stories. Disney is doing that, and that's because we are sitting down and not telling our own. So we set up as a studio to embark on this project, mainly because we wanted to tell our history and our stories, because we feel it has to be told, and our history and our culture is what identifies us as a people, and we are gradually losing touch of it. I know how your recent interviews have, often centered around our culture and, we as a people and everything. And those topics excites me a lot. And what better way can we do that by using animation as a tool? That's the only tool I know how to use. You are doing primetime TV shows, and that's what you are using to propagate the need for us to stick to our culture and, and our identity. So yes, we're just trying to use animation as a tool to project our culture and our history. So that's why we decided to tell a story like Asantua, so that, kids and a younger generation can see that we've got lovely stories like this that needs to be told, because they don't know about these things. They don't know about these stories. They read about them briefly in schools. I don't even know if they still do anymore because of how curriculum and stuff has changed, but we felt like there's a need for us to tell these stories.
Fantastic, Mills. We're going to take a commercial break right now, and when we come back, I want to pick it up from there, but we're going to talk about the audience reaction and the kind of message that is sending to Ghana as a whole. And the same thing I'll chat with you about Talata. So stick around, we're taking a commercial break. We will be right back.
KSM Show.
Folks, this year on Father's Day, so I'm inviting everybody, put it down on your notepad right now. On Father's Day, the action is at Cactus Creek, and we're featuring the great Kwampa. Do you know Kwampa? I'll be there, and it's going to be Father's Day special at Cactus Creek. So I'm expecting to see all you fathers there.
Cactus Creek. It is no longer Ghana's best kept secret. It's an open secret. So serene, so heavenly. And the meals? Just like home cooking. Cactus Creek. Your soul will thank you. Call or WhatsApp 055-039-5007.
You want an opportunity to study in the US or Canada? I'm telling you, the Apex Hub is the best place to go for your test preparation. They train you in all the tests, and for your information, they have the best test records in the whole of Africa. Amazing test records. So whether it's the GMAT, the TOEFL, the SAT, train at the Apex Hub for the best results. And the number to call them is
0244 829 955. 0244 829 955.
Louisa. Afriyie Essentials has good news for you. If you're in Takoradi and its environs, don't worry. You can pick up Afriyie Essentials jacket at Ruler Unisex Boutique in Anaji, Takoradi, Queen of Peace in Takofo Road. Call or WhatsApp 0544 548766.
Folks, take a look at this beautiful house. This is a 3-bedroom, 4-bathroom house. It's only 25 minutes drive from Kotoka International Airport and 5 minutes drive after the Oyarefa Mall. All the rooms are master bedrooms. They all have ceiling speakers, water heater, an open living room with kitchen. If you're interested in this building, call this number 024 726 0115. Call and ask to speak with Mr. Ampon if interested.
You want to train your kids in ballet dancing from age 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and up? The place to be is the Paul's Fitness Center, where they offer excellent ballet dancing training. Call this number and register them. And the number is 055 111 6669.
The KSM Show.
We're back. And the name of the festival, I believe, is ANSI. Is the biggest, by the way, the biggest international animation film festival in the world. And I'm talking to 2 Ghanaians who are production companies that are being represented at ANSI. And show them some love, man. a really, really remarkable achievement. And so I'm going to start with that. Nashs, tell me a little bit more about what you know of ANSI before we continue.
ANSI is an international animation film festival, and during it's one of the biggest in the world. And during ANSI, there's an international film market that goes on. It's popularly known as MIFA. So that's the international animation film market. There, you get all the big players in animation, buying and selling animation films. So as part of MIFA's programs in supporting the growth of animation around the world, they have this thing they call the Discover session, they call the Partner Pitches session, where they have this program called the International MIFA Campus, where they go to areas that they see that is promising animation, like animation is promising there, but they don't have the clout yet. Then they train you to help, bring your projects to standard, and then they give you an opportunity to pitch at the partner pitch session during the MIFA. So this year, the International MIFA Campus came to Ghana and then trained the 5 animators that were selected. And then we'll be pitching on Tuesday, 13th June at the Imperial Palace in ANSI during the partner pitches session. And then the title of our session is called Tales from Ghana. Tales from Ghana.
So you said Tales from Ghana?
Yes, Tales from Ghana. It consists of all the 5 film projects.
Okay.
That will be
okay.
So we have, yeah, we have.
So all the 5 that have been selected have been tagged as Tales from Ghana. I see. Fantastic. Before I go to Mills, my final question with you. So your films have been selected. You have Talata, he has Yasatua, and the rest of them have their films. You guys have been selected. So is it based on the superiority of your films that you now get to pitch to a bigger audience, or they're going to look at your film and make a decision with your film?
Like I said, the MIFA is the international film market. So again, this project was sponsored by the French Embassy in Ghana. So they have, they are basically powering the partner pitch session. So we have invited to the session would be a lot of film people, producers who are looking for who have distributed for projects, and then we have investors who are looking for films to invest in. So we will attract a number of crowd, but they are all they are all there to buy and sell film, basically.
Okay, fantastic. Mills, we're going to meet Jesse. We're meeting this international body. You're going to have to come up with some. Do you have that film that you're going to pitch already? Is in your mind, or is something you're planning to pitch when you get there?
Yes. Yes, so it's the same Asantua, but then, so the story of Asantua doesn't actually end with we telling the origin story, which we have done. And the origin story is what most people know, or every Ghanaian knows, but then there's a lot more to it. We wanted to still keep telling the story of Asantua, but then not just Asantua, there are other African heroes that we're telling as well. So there are other stories of African superheroes. We see how, past great men and women like Asantua and co as our very own, superheroes. So, and they all, are connected to the same Asantua story in a way. So the continuation, we call it Asantua, the awakening of the heroes. So we're still going to continue telling the story, but then it has some twist in there that allows us to connect or bring in other Ghanaian superheroes or past great, heroes. Yes, exactly. Fantastic. So that's what we're going to be.
Okay, fantastic. I want to go into this for a second. What was the reaction to the film when you started? How confident were you? Did you get any negatives like, oh, but Yasatua wouldn't amount to anything? Did you get anything negative?
Yeah.
What kept you going? And when you had finished and you put it out there, what was the reaction?
From the very beginning, I was super pumped and excited about telling the story. I knew it would do so well, and people would be excited because I have spoken to people and asked people questions if, why would they love to see a story like that of yasatua told in a form of animation? They were all like, well, that would be awesome if only it can be done anyway. So it wasn't easy, putting the story together. At some points, we even felt like putting everything on hold for a while because things got tough. But then we still pulled through. Getting even voice actors to do certain roles was not easy because it wasn't easy selling the idea, because people didn't even sometimes believe that it was possible for us to, come up with a project like this and it's going to look as good as it did. Yes. But this is where I'd like to, send a big shout out to someone like Nanama McBrown. She played the voice for Asantua, and immediately she saw the snippet. We showed her a tiny snippet of the film. Immediately she saw it. She didn't need any more convincing. She was actually surprised that something of this quality could be done here by Ghanaians, and she said she's going to jump onto this, and she landed as her voice, and it came out amazing. And when we premiered it at the cinemas, you should see the images for yourself. The whole Silverbed cinema was full. And funny story.
I've heard that the reaction was amazing, folks. Let's take a quick second. Let's go to the Silverbed then to see the reaction of yasatua when it premiered. Take a look at this.
Amazing and so entertaining.
Everything is on point.
Wow, shut the light, man. This is so seeing the product on the screen, seeing all those people with that tremendous reaction. What was going through you then?
It was amazing. I don't know how to describe the feeling. I can only say you should experience it to understand. I'd always seen in my mind's eye, when I think about it one day, of just a cinema hall, filled and people are watching my film. But I never thought that day would come and you would have over 5 halls filled and still a lot more people standing outside and waiting to watch, for you to have people in a rush to see the film and end up injuring some of your team members because they were all rushing to enter and see Asantua. They were even standing outside for minutes to wait for the first screening to end. Yeah, it was amazing, Fantastic. Even the manager of Silverbed had to be running around to, empty other halls for us to fill it up with people so it was amazing that Ghanaians wanted to watch something that was made by their own. I think, that was really special. Very, very special. Yes.
Fantastic. Let me go to Nashs. We are talking about the reaction of Ghanaians to seeing their own production of this nature animated. How does that make you feel? And what do you think is the potential of what you're doing now for this country?
It's great to know, because back in the day, it was Parables Christmas Boxing Day. He does this thing for kids in the cinema that we used to see any like animated related like unifying people. But now animators are like dropping releasing projects, and then people are rushing to come and see it. And basically, this is even more like a boost for me to even go through like all the stressful procedures to developing my project, because I feel like if you're an animator in Ghana, this is the best time to make a film because there's an audience for it. It's been proven there's an audience for it. So it's also, if you are like someone who is interested in investing in animation, this is like the time to invest in it, because there's an audience for it, and it is proving that there's an audience for it in the country. I believe that if we had cinema centers throughout Ghana, an animation program would feel all of that. So this is like literally very, very motivating for me, and then I believe for other animators who are still working on their first projects to, you know, to show.
Okay. Jesse, having come out successfully so far, I think the results have been remarkable with yasatua. How was your financing of yasatua? Let's go about your financing experience, and does the results of what you've seen give you more confidence that there are going to be better opportunities of financing? First of all, tell us what you went through to get it financed.
You see, when you mentioned finance, I was laughing a little. Yes, that's because it's quite difficult to fund projects such as this. You won't have anyone ready to give you money to start something of the sort. Yeah, so I get this question a lot, and what we did was, what my studio or my company is actually a full service creative firm. So then we're into other services such as graphics, we do web, we even do games, we do apps, and you know, other creative services like that. So what we did was to stock up some money, you know, from these other services that we rendered, and you know, have a schedule and a timeline. And that's why we had to make sure we meet that timeline we had set for ourselves, because then we exceeded, we're going to run or exhaust our budget. We actually did exhaust our budget anyways, but yes, that's basically how you're able to fund projects like this, you know, from your own pockets, sadly. Or maybe
so it was mostly coming out of the work that you do?
Exactly, and then you invest it into an in-house project. But I won't lie to you, it's been worth it. It's I think it's the best decision we ever took, because then it put us out there. We got so much recognition, a lot of people reaching out to us, especially from the diaspora. Through that, we've gotten some other proper gigs, you know, from, you know, people from the diaspora and all of that. So it was like the best thing to have ever happened to us, and our money didn't go waste at all. And even sales from the cinema was actually good. And we have our very own platform that we've developed, and we call it Afriyie Plus. I call it our very own sort of Netflix. So then after cinema rounds with the film, then we put it on that app, and now you're able to actually pay some little amount, and then you're able to rent the movie for some days, maybe 2 days, 1 week, and then you watch the movie. Now, the reason being that we had also studied the industry, and we realized distribution was a very big problem, you know, for not just the animation industry alone, but for the whole creative and movie industry. So we didn't want to finish our film and have to wait for 2 years before maybe it gets on Netflix, when we can create our very own platform that can give people from the diaspora the access to watch our films. So, because we had plenty of people asking from the diaspora, how can we watch it? How can we watch it? So when we released the app, they were very excited they could see the film finally. Yes.
Oh, wow. So the app is out already?
It's out, yes.
But I'm very late. I'm very late. How do I download it today?
You just go on your phone and search for Afriyie Plus.
Don't worry, my editor and PA will do it for me. So
yes.
When I finish, I'll just give her my phone so I can get to watch. But just tell the public anyway how they get this app.
It's both on Google Play Store and on iOS. You search for Afriyie Plus, and you install and go through a very simple, you know, registration process. Choose the movie yasatua, and you have options of watching for 2 days. You pay only 9 Ghana cedis, 99 pesos. You rent it for 2 days and watch. You pay 24.99 and rent it for like a week, and then you pay about 45 cedis and rent it for like 25 days and watch on the go. Yes, and it's worth it. Trust me.
I believe you.
That's
I
how you
believe
can
you.
watch.
So are people patronizing this?
Yes, they are, and we are still doing even screenings as well. We get people who reach out, not just here locally, some from the diaspora. Just last month, we did a few screenings in New York. We'll be doing another one in Belgium, and then in US again in September. You know, so people actually reach out, and then they like to screen it at events or like in schools, like what we'll be doing in September. And then we've also taken it to schools. We take it to schools sometimes, and then people are also patronizing or watching via the app, especially those in the diaspora.
Fantastic. I'll be coming to you again. Najee,
Yes.
listening in, what kind of potential do you have for Talata, in terms of the experience of people rushing to see what your story is?
When I started Talata, after I wrote the concept, I wrote the concept, I said, this story is going to be a movement. As part of my development, I'm developing Talata so that when people watch it on the screen, they take it home with them. Or when people see it on their phones, it brings them to the cinema to watch it and then take it home with them. Because this story is more of like a research experience of a lot of people around the world. It's a global story. People experiences around the world. So our marketing approaches are going to be very varied. And like I always say, people that have done it before me, I don't try to reinvent the wheel. I pay homage, give respect, and then I learn from them. So people have been successful. JC's here, he's been successful with his marketing. And I think this is also a motivating factor that goes kind of like validate the fact that my marketing plan is something that is valid. It would be able to work. And people would be able to like watch this film and take it home with them. Validating this for me, I did a little concept trailer and I sent it around. And then the response from it was so massive. I sent it to about 200 people people that I'm close to, people that I'm not close to, people that were just on my contact list. You don't have to be my friend, but just be on my contact list. I sent the list and then the response came. It was really like people were getting it. And I just feel like we are getting there. People are getting this animation. People are loving it and people are going to like rally behind it. So.
Wow. Well, make sure you get me on that contact list because I want to see everything that you're sending out myself.
I'll get you on it because I plan before the end. Till the final film is out.
Okay. I asked Jesse a little bit about his financing experience. What was yours with Talata so far? How is financing effort coming?
Yes, so like he said, he just said it. That's the model. You stack up money and then you invest your time that you are not working. So for the past, I feel like I said, for the past since January, I have literally like not done any job, but then I'm just spending from monies that I have stacked up in the past before the project. It was a good thing to I did the application in December, so it gave me like an opportunity to like think forward, like, okay, I really want to do this project since I've selected it because it was on development and I stopped. But now that I'm going to do it, I'm actually going to do it for real. So what do I put in? What do I sacrifice to get this done? So that's it. Stack up money and then use it to finance the process. Yeah.
Okay. Just let me come back to Jesse. Let's look at this on this global scale. And I'm so happy that you have put a yasatua because trust me, if you hadn't, Hollywood would have come up with their version of yasatua. Seriously, what do you see in the future? Because there's this global effort now to move, to capitalize on the stories that we have, that we are sitting on them, not doing anything. What do you want to do in terms of how we capitalize on our stories and put it out there.
I mean, like you rightfully said, they are coming in and they are coming in very fast. So usually what they do is they come in and they mine our stories. They pose as though they're trying to get you to enter into some sort of competition. They tell you to come up with your scripts and stuff like that. And then, you know, the good ones are picked, and usually they don't just even leave the stories as they are. They tend to tweak it and tell it in their own way and add stuff to it, because at the end of the day, they are the ones funding it, so they're able to do what they want to do with it. And I feel like that infiltrates and dilutes our story. So if we're telling them ourselves, then we have control over the narrative. We are able to tell it exactly how it's supposed to be told. And that's why, you know, something like this is very important to me. And I usually like to plead to corporate Ghana to come in and lend a helping hand. I don't want us to leave it all to government and keep asking for assistance from government, because, well, I didn't. And I don't want us to. And usually corporate Ghana will ask you, you know, return on investment. What are we getting? People even come and see these films. But now, I mean, there's proof that people will come out and see these films.
That's right.
There's a clear-cut return on investment to help us, you know, fund projects such as this. And for me, the very, you know, first thing you're doing, funding a project like this, is you're helping us control our own narrative and tell our own stories. And that's like
very, very key. Yeah.
Yes. Aside from you making profit, because I tell you, one thing that really struck me is a video that I saw of kids that were being experimented on. They were asked who Jesus was, what's his skin color, and who the devil was, what's his skin color. And these were black kids. And all of the black kids says Jesus was white and the devil was black. And they admitted the fact that they were also black kids, and they were asked why they thought so. And the kids said because they saw it in the stories they saw on TV and the books they read.
That's right.
Yeah. So if we are not telling our stories and letting the kids know that it's not bad to be black, it's actually very awesome to be black. Black is powerful. Black is beautiful. We've got a very beautiful culture. If told well and if presented well, the kids will love. The kids love Asantua now. They see it. There's this man who brought his kid to watch it at the cinema, and afterwards he said his girl was having his birthday and she wanted to have an Asantua themed birthday party. She wanted to, so they were asking us for permission to print the images of Asantua for her birthday. And that's like the whole dream, you know. Yes.
Jesse, sadly we have to end it now because of our time, but I'm waiting for you guys to get back from the festival. Then we have a part 2 of this, because there's a lot to talk about. And I'm so happy for you. I'm happy for Naji that you guys are deciding that we're going to put Africa in the forefront. Trust me, if you haven't done Yasatua, it would have been done by Hollywood, and after that they'll do a Konfanochi, and after that they'll do any kind of... So congratulations, Naji.
Yes.
Congratulations to you, and you guys, you are spearheading a great revolution. You know, you probably think, oh, this is part of animation, but like Jesse was saying, it goes to the mind, it goes to the thinking, and it goes to programming our behavior. So I'm very, very proud of you too. I'm proud of all the 5 of you that have been selected for this major international film festival. Let me say to all of you one more time, congratulations. We are very, very proud of you. And Mills, when you come back, you know, both of you and all of you, would like to have you back on this show.
Sure.
Right.
Now, let me end on a very, very, very non-related issue. Mills, are you related to one-time Dr. Super Mills? Is that your grandfather or your great-grandfather or what?
Grandfather.
Your grandfather? Well, I thought I'd ask you because when I was a kid, we were going to one Dr. Sunkwa Mills, and his yes. So Charlie, your grandfather, great-grandfather, was my doctor. So we have a relationship. Okay, man. Folks, thank you all for joining us. And this, we all celebrate them and we all congratulate them. And trust me, as soon as they are back from France, I was going to say the name, but I won't try. As soon as they're back from France, they'll be on this show. So we talk about the festival itself and what they plan for the future of animation in Ghana. So until we get back again, when they are back, KSM signing off in the words that I use all the time, folks. We are out of here. And the two of you, I want you to animate me doing we are out of here.
No problem.